everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Stewart's Panthers going up against West Ravens. With that, let's get you up to M&T Bank Stadium. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
On first down, it's Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's what we like to call it.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
False start, offense.
Second down, they run with Stewart. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. On the play there.
Get up out of here with that
move. Likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, the Panthers hand things over to the veteran Andy Lee to punt it away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro.
Oh, we good.
And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carry here for Terrence West. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Getting plays off in Madden be hard.
Play action. Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Underneath to Allen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the possession here on 4th down. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down, Flacco now. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Flacco gives to Allen. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Bootleg, Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating off play action, Flacco. And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football.
Yeah, we getting back in the groove.
Here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it with West. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Tackle made by K1 Short. Flacco here on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Passing play. Flacco. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
I'm going over now, yeah.
A red zone 1st down for Flacco. And fights him off. And this will be incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it's 2nd down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. Sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our 1st half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays.
Alright, we kicking.
We might get something these last 2 minutes. There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down throw for Newton. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and now it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on third down, Newton. And now another one thrown incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it's fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Word.
Play action. Flacco rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. He's got him in. Complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give them a couple on the... And again, it's Flacco to throw. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Mario Addison coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart, and it's third down. So a 3rd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And Gibbs got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens have an edge in time of possession right now. The Panthers, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the...
Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third
But
quarter.
They
have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Passing play. Flacco looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do snap it. Flacco now. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Allen. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with Allen. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Dennis Pitta, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They start on the ground. It's a Stewart on first. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On second down, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And
it is such a better way to play on defense.
35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Draw play, Newton to Stewart. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stewart is the lone setback. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. To throw on second down is Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Newton surveying the field. Still back there. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game, barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen. Because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This is West. What a spin. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Flacco setting to throw it. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing on third down, Newton. And Ginn's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw, Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick.
Bro, that was crazy. They gonna do it on time.
Just 4 plays.
I knew it was.
So with it even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 43 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
They want me to go for 2? Bro, they're bugging. I don't want to go for 2. A regular field goal. I'm gonna do QB1. I'm gonna do QB
so
sneak.
they're gonna go for 2.
I'm gonna do QB sneak. I'm gonna do QB sneak.
They'll try to sneak. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
I've been fortunate enough along the way to see 2-point conversion attempts in all levels of football. That's my first quarterback sneak for a 2-point conversion attempt. That's actually insulting to a defense. I'm just going to tell you straight up, and they didn't get this.
I was going to say they were insulting those guys in the middle, though. They stood tall. They won the trench battle.
Yeah, they did. I think they stared them all the way back to the bench like, are you kidding me? I cannot believe you made that call.
Carolina getting set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
That's good.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time is run out on this ball game.
It's over.
The forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Y'all see the big dogs. You know the vibes. See y'all in the next one later. Love y'all.